Hello, this is Alfons. Welcome to my new series, something about the hip joints. And I think we will start with something simple. In a somatics class or a Feldenkrais inspired class of somatic education, you might find yourself in a situation where you have to bring your feet to standing when you're lying on your back with your arms and legs extended at first as a starting position, or to observe or to question consciously, how do you do this? How do you bring your feet to standing? A very simple movement, an everyday movement we usually take for granted. So how do you do it? And what is there to observe? And as an entrance into this new HIP series, I want to show you two very distinct ways of doing this, pure elements of doing this. Before you look at the mix, you will see a mix of these two ways, and most people, or maybe in yourself when you observe yourself. But let me show you two very distinct ways of doing it first. The first way I want to show you is a flexion-based approach. It is almost as if you'd imagine somebody punching you in the belly and you flex yourself. It's like you hear a very loud noise, you're surprised by a very loud noise, you have a flexion as reaction, a flexion reflex, a red light reflex as some might call it. All your flexor muscles contract, so your hands contract and your shoulders contract, and you lift your head, you lift your shoulders, your knees fly up, your knees come to meet your head, belly muscles, your abs contract, you press your back against the floor. Exaggerated speaking, and then you let go just enough to bring your feet to standing, and there you are, your feet are standing. In this way, it's almost a core and hip joint workout. Not my first choice, but not a bad approach, not a bad idea to do it like this. It's very fast and efficient. The second way I want to show you is a relaxation-based approach. So for example, the left leg, you can watch me or you can join or learn the movements by heart. So the first thing is to come to rest on your back, to lie on your back. And some people, when they lie down as if they are under high voltage, under very high tension, and they can maintain this very high tension posture all the while they're lying on your back. So first take a minute or maybe just 30 seconds to arrive on your back, and maybe there's some tension in your legs you don't know you have, but maybe you can check your feet. Are your feet relaxed? Are your toes relaxed? Can you let go of your legs? Can they fall apart a little bit more? How about your arms? Do you press the palms onto the floor or the back of your hands against the floor? Just let go of your arms. Just rest your arms, rest your head, maybe roll the head a little bit to the left and to the right, lift and let your shoulders drop just to arrive on the floor. So take the time, you're worth it to totally relax on the floor in this second approach, in this second way, relaxation-based approach, and then bring your attention to your left leg, for example, and start to roll your left leg. You can roll the left leg a little bit in and out, but roll the left leg to the outward side so that the outside edge of your foot comes closer to the floor. So you roll, so you start to roll your leg and allow your left knee to bend and your left hip joint to bend. Keep the left knee close to the floor. And where is tension that you don't need? Did you have tension in your jaw? Can you let go of your jaw? Do you have tension in your intercostal ribs? You don't need, so you can wiggle there a little bit and see where is tension that does not serve you any longer. So that's almost New Age speaking, a master-slave relationship. Where do you have tension that does not serve you any longer? Where can you let go? And if you let go more and more, you will find that your pelvis is rolling into the direction of the knee that is bending. So when it's your left knee that is bending to the left, and the pelvis will roll towards the left, and maybe you can feel a twist going up your spine. We will do this a lot more detailed with a lot more tricks in the course of this series, but maybe you can already feel, maybe there's a pull on your right shoulder when you bring your left knee outwards. Maybe even your head is rolling, like your whole body is relaxing and starting to react to that movement of your left hip joint, of your left leg going to the outside. And then you have this far arc, the knee moving until your left foot is standing and the pelvis is rolling back to the center. A very, very comfortable movement. You can lose yourself in observing yourself. Are you the mover or are you the observer? You can make a full meditation from this one simple movement of letting go, finding tension you don't need, letting go, and moving a little bit and letting go and breathing. Can you breathe freely and letting go all the while you still move without disturbing your breathing? And then, of course, the same thing with the other leg until both of your feet are standing. And this can be so much more than just bringing your feet to standing. As I said, this could be a deep meditation. This could be an exploration into your, not only into your body, but into your mind, into yourself. It can be a release for your hip joint area, for the psoas area, for some tension you are holding here that you don't need any longer. You can do one leg after the other, or maybe even both legs together. What does that mean to your pelvis? So if you're moving both legs at the same time, then of course your pelvis, without the core muscles, still so loose that it rolls a little bit forwards into an anterior pelvic tilt. And once your legs are standing, your pelvis falls into a posterior pelvic tilt, maybe pushes even up your head, and you will be able to find connections, a deep meditation, a movement meditation. And then to finish a movement exploration like this, we most of the time we come up to standing and observe what we can feel in standing, how we face the world after such a deep exploration. No matter if you took like 5 minutes out of your day for this, or half an hour, maybe even. Maybe you put a little nap in between the movements you have been exploring. And just feel how it is in standing, how your hip joints feel now, how you feel connected, how much of this relaxation you can take with you into standing if you will. I hope you enjoyed this little exploration, a first simple movement. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.